Describe a beautiful place you have visited.
Mm, so I'm a person who have itchy feet, so traveling and exploring around the world, around Vietnam is one of my favorite hobby. So after traveling to almost of Vietnam, I realized that Da Nang is a place that it's very beautiful for me. When you go to the Da Nang and see the beach there, you can have a breathtaking view of it with the yellow sand and blue water. And in Da Nang, there are some historical monuments and some very, very beautiful buildings that had very popular on the internet. When I went to Da Nang, I went with my family, my nuclear family, and we had a lot of fun times there, and I had felt really ecstatic. At Da Nang, we swam, we sampled local cuisine, and we even tried to find some really find the most beautiful place in Da Nang, and I think that was a really happy trip, and I want to go to Da Nang again. And how about you? What describe a beautiful place you have visited?
Well, my family is have itchy feet, so we travel a lot. But um, uh, but I think the most stand out in my memory is in Phu Quoc. We have a travel in the holiday because we can exist at this day, so we went to Phu Quoc to sample the local cuisine and meet all the local people. When I go by plane, so when I go to Phu Quoc, I immerse in the beach with a long sand and uh, example, when I wake up, I can see the sunset. It is a breathtaking view, and I can go sightseeing with my family. We go along to the beach uh, and can feel the very good embrace. We can exist in the beach and go to swimming to improve our health. Um, the, the cuisine in here is called leg and arms because it's a tourist destination, and almost we eat is seafood. In the next day we go to Sangwara to go to Sangwara and play uh, play some game in this. I When I go to another island in Phu Quoc, I can broaden my horizon and uh, the Miko, meet the local people in there. We go to the inner city um, and in here we meet people from all walks of life. Uh, it is very make me satisfied, and this vacation is stand out in my memory because I have a good time in with my family. Uh, what things attract tourists to visit a place? How,
For me, I really want to visit a place which has breathtaking view and some renowned food. As I said before, Da Nang it's one of my favorite places to go there because I can see some really beautiful view from the city, and I can try the food there. So I think some place need to enhance about that to increase the tourism. And what things attract tourists to visit a place?
Well, I think it have many reasons why tourists are attracted to a place, because the famous scenery can help the tourist to admire as well as understand its history, and the price is also principle too, because the price of a trip depends on the economy of each person. Usually, famous tourist destination will have a higher price, and the what you eat about the cuisine is the principal thing too. How do places change when too many tourists visit them?
The many ways that a place change in the positive effect. The place can boost the productivity and can boost the money gained into that place, because when too many tourists visit them, the more money they pay at that place, the more money they gain. So the place can improve the road, buildings, but in the negative side, too many tourists visit them can make a bad effect, because they can be destroy some historical monument, or destroy the buildings, then even destroy the environment there. So I think it has two sides when a place change when too many tourists visit them. How about you?
In my opinion, when too many tourists visit the destination, the quality of the facilities will be decreased because of heavy use. That city will have to do the constant maintenance to meet the tourist demand. Besides, it also helps the local economy to increase. People lives is also more stable, and when have a lot of people go to this place, um, it can it can increase their quality of life in the local people. Mm. What can individuals people do to protect beautiful place?
There are ways for individual people to protect a beautiful place. For example, a person, they can pick up litter from the road, and it can save the environment there. And they even can tell everyone not to litter, and taught everyone to protect that renowned, that breathtaking place. But I think a person, it is very small, but it can have a really big impact on uh, on protecting a beautiful place. So what can individual people do to protect a beautiful place?
I think if you want to protect the beautiful place, it have a lot of um, it have a lot of way to do, like um, do not destroy the cultural heritage, because that is do not damage or destroy the heritage, and uh, preserve ancient beauty, or something is like protect cultural historical relics and scenic spot, and mm, like don't throw the rubbish in the heritage. It is also protect the this also protect the beautiful place. Apart from tourists, what other environmental problems are common in the world today?
I think that tourism is just a small part problems. I think all the problems that are common in the world today, it's about transportation. Now, each person can have their own private transportation, like motorcycle or cars. So these need to use fossil fuels, and did contains did generate some really bad air to the atmosphere, like the carbon dioxide or methane. So when and you can easily see the traffic jam outside the road. It go along with the big amount of vehicle in our countries. So it will be really bad for the environment. And how about you? What do you think about this?
Well, I think currently the environment is also an issue that deserves attention because have a lot of pollution problems have um, in in the city, and the biggest problem is that have a poor air quality because a lot of people often throw the garbage in the river, lakes, or roadside. It can make the quality of the water decrease, and um, thus make rivers and lakes polluted and cause water pollution or air pollution due to many personal vehicles because everyone have their own transportation, so they it's when they use fossil fuel to their vehicle, it can have a lot of air pollution, and it can make the people have respiratory disease or asthma because it have a exhaust fuel. Whose responsibility is it to deal with the problems?
I think the most responsibility is for the government, because government is an organization which has a very big impact on the world. They can strict the law about the environment and like take some fine or some capital punishment for a person who don't whom who affect the environment, and they can tell the authority to save and protect this problem. So I think the government should do something for this trouble. And how about you?
I think everyone should be responsible, including the people and the government. For example, in 2018, a group of young people in Da Nang, consisting of 100 people, participated in a garbage collection by the beach. Everyone have the spirit of improving the living environment and beautifying the coast. The government also need to strict the law and improve fines when people litter in the wrong place as wanted, and reduce the number of people littering. What can ordinary people do to protect the environment?
Ordinary people can do a lot of things to protect the environment. As you said, the people in Da Nang had organized garbage collection on the beach, or maybe some person who go outside and told people not to use the private transportation and change to use some public transportation like bus or train. And I think ordinary people who don't have too much impact, but they can do some little and some small thing to protect our environment. And you?
Well, I think have a lot of people want to change the the environment pollution. So it's some coffee increase the use of natural products and materials. For example, when I visit a coffee in Westlake, they recommend using a bamboo straw to get a 3% discount on the products, and that will encourage people to give up more plastic straw, limit the use of single-use plastic bottle or plastic bags because they are difficult to decompose. The scientists prove that they take 100 years to decompose. That has a hard impact on the environment.